What's up, guys? This is Mike Talk to Metal. We're here in Houston, Texas. I'm here with Isaac from Knock Loose on their headlining tour. How's it been going so far, man?
Dude, every day has been awesome so far. Today should be awesome. We're at day 6 or 7. Thanksgiving, and every single show so far has been sold out.
Yeah,
All the crowds have been great. All the shows have been really, really sick. So, yeah, it's been amazing so far. I've been past good for something.
Yeah.
Very, very, very cool.
And you guys just came back from a bunch of international touring, Europe, Japan, Australia. Talk about some of the differences touring over there versus here in the States.
Just culture shock. Going to Europe and UK, and there's like weather differences. Like
definitely.
Over in Europe, it's raining all the time. You don't see the sun a lot. Australia is crazy because the entire thing is like a screensaver. Just like these beaches everywhere. It looks really beautiful. Japan is crazy because that entire country is like 100 years ahead of everything everywhere else in the world. Show-wise, it varies per where you are. Like UK shows kind of they kind of relate to the US shows a bit more. Like I feel pretty comfortable there, but European shows are really rowdy. Everyone's just like having a good time. Everyone drinking and jumping off stuff and going wild. Japan, the shows are a lot like the US. It's like we played a bunch of Japanese hardcore shows, and they were some of the best shows we played. And the Australia shows are amazing too. But it's just different countries work different ways. They have different weather patterns, and obviously time is way different. But I love I really couldn't really. It's hard to even pick out a specific place that I like best because they're all so different.
Yeah, it's nice to change it up.
Yeah.
Are there any places you guys haven't toured that you really want to?
Before this guy, it was our most recent Australia-Japan guy. It was Japan. Finally did Japan. That was amazing. I want to play Hawaii really bad, just because that'd be super badass.
Sure.
Eventually I want to get to the point where I can hitting like Southeast Asia. I've never been there. And I think that would be the next step for us is to hit some places.
I'm sure y'all will soon, man. I'll be touring nonstop.
Yeah.
At least to me, it seems like there's kind of an explosion in popularity of like hardcore and beatdown bands in the genre as a whole. What do you think's the reason behind it?
Man, I mean, it's just it's a really aggressive form of music, and I think people are always searching for, heavy music and more aggressive music. It comes in waves. People like let go of older stuff and find newer stuff. People are always coming into hardcore. Hardcore has always been there, and it always will be there. It's a very consistent form of music. It's always been amazing. It's had its ups and downs as far as popularity goes, but people, once people come in, like they have been recently, it's really, really cool to see bands getting new kids into hardcore. Bands trying to, I think a huge reason why a bunch of new kids get into hardcore is because you have bands that are willing to try to not break out into, but bands that are willing to do like mixed genre shows.
Yeah.
Introduce new kids. With like YouTube and like all these different like music blogs and downloading music and like Spotify comps and like all the playlists and like all that shit. Like it's really easy to find new music now. And I think that has a lot to do with why that music is getting around so much, which is awesome.
What are some bands within like metal that influence you guys, and maybe some artists in other genres influence your music?
I mean, like for me, when I grew up, listening, like the first heavy band I ever heard was Metallica, and so that was like a crazy influence for me growing up. And then from there, I moved on to like Korn was my first like really like low kind of metal band that I got into, and then from there like getting into more of the hardcore stuff. Like I'd say that a huge influence as far as goes. It's a bunch of like old metalcore bands, like you got like Disembodied and shit like that, like Martyr AD. That's what we draw most of our inspiration from as far as like riffs go. But everyone in Knocked Loose listens to different things, so it's hard to nail it down specifically. Like Knocked Loose sounds like what it sounds like because it's everyone.
Yeah.
It's everyone. It's every different individual bringing their own thing to the table.
Right.
And that's why Knocked Loose sounds the way it does. So it's hard for me to pinpoint, exact inspirations for why we sound the way we do. But as far as I go, those are some good things.
And some other interviews I saw, you guys mentioned a little bit about maybe experimenting on this next record, maturing your sound. Can you explain maybe some specific things?
We're still very much in the process of writing the next record. We're not. There's no like studio dates. Like there's no like release date yet. But I guess a way to elaborate on what we said was that I want to find something a bit more interesting than just push parts. Bringing something new to the table, and not that Knocked Loose is like we're shooting to be anything like not heavy band. It's like Knocked Loose, like first and foremost, is gonna be a heavy band. We've always been a heavy band, and we're gonna stay that way. But I just want to look into trying to shake things up just a little bit. Not in a crazy way, but just trying to, if anything, just trying to make everything sound a bit bigger, make everything sound a bit more full. Like, what can we add to the Knocked Loose sound to make it sound even more, bigger and heavy than what it does? Not trying to like take away from anything, but just ways to add new things.
So you guys worked with Will Putney to produce Laugh Tracks. The guys worked on so many amazing records. What was it like working with him? And you think you guys are going to work with him again on the next record?
We're definitely going to go back to Will Putney. Bunch of bands work with Will Putney. And the reason why is because he's the greatest. He's the coolest. He's the sickest dude. More than anything, I think what's important about Will and what's so cool about Will is that he's just like a guy. He's like your friend. He just want you come in and you both want to get the best performance possible out, and you want to get the best record out that you can, but you guys share a vision. Like you come in and you give him like, hey, this is the vibe of the record, like this is what we want from it, and he's gonna try to get that out of you. Like he's gonna try to get what you want out of you. So we went in and we that was our first time working with any sort of bigger producer or producer at all. Really.
Yeah, because you produced.
Because I did all the old stuff.
Yeah.
So it was our first time and we had no idea what was gonna happen, and we came in and he just took us under his wing and just showed us the ropes, and it all ended up going really, really smoothly. We did that full record, that Laugh Tracks record that we put out. We did that whole record in 2.5 weeks, which is not a lot of time, because that's like an EP's worth of time for a full length, and it felt easy. It wasn't stressful. It was just if it's fun or anything. We go to a studio all the time when we're in the area just to hang out, because it's just he's our buddy. And
awesome. Yeah. Well, that's all I got, man. You want to tell everyone what you have going on?
Yeah. Right now we're on our U.S. headliner, first U.S. headliner. It's probably coming somewhere near you if you want to roll out, check it out. Tickets are available now. Doing some stuff in Europe over the summer. Got some more stuff going on the rest of the year. Record out sometime in the future. No specific words, but thank you for watching.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.